Good evening, good evening, good evening. This is Marie Holiday, and today is Friday, September the 25th, 2020. And before we get started with this segment, I just want to remind my audience to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. And I also want to personally thank all my subscribers and viewers for following me and support my YouTube channel. So with that being said, let's get down to business. I hope everybody had a good week. But anyway, the focus of this segment is going to be women stop being desperate to be in a relationship. Women stop being desperate to be in a relationship. And I'm a woman, and I'm going to just speak about this topic from my perspective, from my observation that I've observed with women of all ages. I don't care if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, it don't matter, 100 years old. I'm speaking from my perspective on my observation and just observing women that I know or met throughout my life. I've been in the military, I've been well traveled, I've lived in different countries, I live in different cities, in different states. So I've interfaced with a lot of people throughout my life. Especially by being in the military as a woman, the men outnumber the women 100 to 1. So I'm speaking from my observation. I've been married, I've been in relationships, but I'm just speaking from my experience as a woman and what I see. And from my observation with even women that I know, say if they're in a relationship or they was in a relationship, rather it's a significant other or married or living with somebody, and that for whatever reason that relationship ends. And from what I observe with women coming out of relationships, they don't spend time in just being with themselves for a while, relearning themselves, or spending time with the family. They know what I've seen is that woman will immediately enter another relationship. I can't be alone. She may meet a nice guy, and the guy might take out on a dinner date, and she's already talking about getting married. I personally knew a friend of mine, and she literally told me that if a gentleman asks her out for a date, if he is not interested in talking about plans to get married, she's going to let him know up front, I want to get married. And I responded to her and I said, that type of language would scare me as a woman. Let the man get through with his entree. But I literally told her, that type of language would scare me. By me being in the military, and what women need to hear, and from my experience, dating don't mean that you're gonna get married. Dating, to me, my understanding of what dating is an opportunity where two people agree to meet with each other, or rather is going out to eat, or going out bowling, or going to the movies, or whatever, to develop a friendship. Get to know somebody in dating mode. Do things in a natural environment. Dating don't mean you got to sleep with a man. Dating don't mean that you need to be planning a wedding. No, dating is just what it is, dating. And women need to really think about that concept, because men, they understand that concept. So stop acting like you're desperate. I can tell the audience right now, although I'm not married, I'm divorced, but that don't mean I don't go out on dates. And dating is not interchangeable with sleeping with a man. I love if I have a friend, we call each other up, and hey, what you got going on this Saturday? Let's go catch this movie, or let's go bowling, or let's go out to eat. And that's just what it is. To do things in a natural environment, to get to know a person, because that person could turn out to be your best friend. Someone that you can talk about everything from A to Z. Absolutely. Going out to date don't always have to mean that this going to be my potential husband. And women need to change how they perceive that, because men, they're going to just take dating for what it is. From my experience, from being in the military, for being around a whole bunch of men all my life, for being well traveled, absolutely. So women, stop acting like you're desperate. Let that man ask you out. Don't be calling him up and the man don't even barely know you and you asking him out. Let that man take the initiative. Because I'm going to tell you something. When I used to live in Atlanta, Georgia, because I talk to a lot of people, I've had so many men literally tell me that they tired of these women moving too fast, rushing them too fast. The man just might be in friendship mode and the woman trying to introduce the man to his family, introduce the man to his mother, or planning a wedding. And the man ain't gave that woman no indication that that's not the direction I'm trying to go. And when you got men telling a woman just in a conversation, I'm tired of these women moving this fast, that's women need to pay attention to that. I've had men tell me that it ain't cool when the woman trying to do everything, pay for the meal, pay for the trip, pay for this, pay for that. Almost, you ain't got to worry about doing this. I do everything. Because in the woman mind, she think that that's going to help me marry this man. But they need to pay attention to the detail, because 9 times out of 10 are a man that's grounded and a man that has been raised ain't going to be interested in all that. Because a man, believe it or not, is going to appreciate that woman more by courtship and getting to know that woman. I'm here to tell you. And I talk to people in their 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, it don't matter. And I've actually been paying attention to a lot of conversations I have with men from a lot of different age categories, and they're literally saying the commonality of what they're saying is these women act like they're desperate. Women, have some self-worth about yourself. It is okay to get to know self. If you coming out of a relationship or coming out of a situation, spend some time with yourself. Spend some time with your family. Spend some time in setting goals. Absolutely. And rethink your way that you look at the word dating. Shit, I've gone out on maybe 4 or 5 dates in the past few weeks, and that's just what it is. Absolutely. And you having a conversation with that man, doing things in the natural environment, observing that man on how he interacts with people in that natural environment. Absolutely. There's a couple of men I've been knowing for years. We've done so many things together. These folks don't even know where I stay at. Because when we meet somewhere to go out on a date, we meet at the establishment, and I'm here to tell you that man, a real man, is going to respect you more. Absolutely. Turned down a couple of marriage proposals in the past year. Because when a woman begins to have self-worth and stop acting like they desperate, I'm here to tell you that man will respect you more. And I'm speaking from personal experience, from having multiple conversations with men just kind of venting to me. So I say that to say, women, stop acting like you're desperate. Have some self-worth about yourself. Understand truly what the word date mean. Don't mean you're sleeping together. Don't mean you're planning a wedding. Don't mean you need to introduce this man to everybody in your family. It's just what it is, dating. to get to learn who that person is in the natural environment. That's all it is. And I'm here to tell you, the men will, they appreciate this. And I'm speaking from a woman perspective. When men will appreciate this, they will appreciate and respect you more. When you don't, by staying in dating mode. That's it. How else you gonna get to know somebody? How else you gonna get to know somebody? So pay attention to the detail. Pay attention to what these men are saying. A woman should not be planning a wedding and you don't even know the man's last name. Come on now. I'm keeping it real. So think about what I said, women. Stop acting like you're desperate. Get to know yourself. Spend time with your family. Understand what the word date means. And I'm here to tell you, you will get more respect from that man. So with that being said, ladies, this has been a topic I've been wanting to talk about for a long time. You know, and again, this ties into self-worth. I did a video upload on women know your self-worth. Check out that video. Check out that video. Women know your self-worth. So with that being said, that's all I got for this evening. Semper Fi, Semper Fidelis, and I will see you all again next time. Have a good evening.